All right, here we go.
There's a junior ROCT program in the high school here, and they had a program for veterans. All veterans were invited to come, and I went. I'm a graduate of Ray Clinton High School, 1938.
Wow.
Before your mother was even born. And they had a nice ceremony. The band played some patriotic music, and they had a choral group that sang patriotic music, and they had several veterans who told something of their experience during World War II, Korea, Vietnam, whatever it may have been. And when it was all over, I went to the major who's in charge of the ROCT program and told him how much I appreciated it. It was kind of a homecoming since I had graduated from the high school, and it was a reminder of my homecoming to the States during World War II. And I said it was, being a veteran is more than just remembering slopping through the jungles of Guadalcanal and Bougainville, or climbing Hill 606 in Italy, going ashore at Normandy, being in the Battle of the Bulge, crossing the Rhine, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And
I said it's a very close reminder of my returning to the States in 1944. He said, well, why don't you put that in writing, and I'll share it with my students at an appropriate time. And so I did. I had first put it in writing when I got home that year. It was a foggy April morning.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Damn it, I'm telling this story.
I'm giving you a little dramatic.
It was a very
All right, go. The tape is rolling here. Let's go.
Two heavy cruisers were en route from Pearl Harbor to San Francisco. The USS Pensacola and the USS Chester, sister ships. All the previous 2 days, the Chester was off the bow of the Pensacola, maybe 400 yards, at about 2 o'clock. But this morning, it wasn't even visible. The fog was so heavy. And I thought, man, I hope those sonar and radar people know what they're doing. On the Pensacola were a little over 100 of us who were not crew members, but service personnel being taken back to the States. There were sailors, there were Marines, and there were Army personnel. And I was one of those non-crew members, passengers on the Pensacola. About the middle of the morning, the fog began to rise. It didn't just dissipate like it does here, burn off, we call it. It began to rise, just like a theater curtain going up. And pretty soon it was up enough that you could see the horizon of the Pacific, and there was the Chester, right where it had been the previous 2 days and 2 nights. Then there came over the intercom system, now hear this, the Golden Gate and San Francisco, dead ahead. Man, I tell you, those 100-plus guys like me made one wild dash up front, because we've been gone a long time. Some of those guys had been gone 2, maybe 3, or even 4 years without ever returning. In my case, I'd been there a year and a half. And it was something to see, the Golden Gate and San Francisco.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful any time of year, anytime.
As we passed under the Golden Gate Bridge, there was Alcatraz, there was downtown San Francisco, there was Angel Island, and in the distance on the horizon, the mountains behind Richmond, Berkeley, Oakland, Purple Mountains Majesty.
Majesty.
And there came to me
Stop
in
recording
my
this.
mind, now get this, girl,
Oh.
came to me The Lay of the Last Minstrel by, golly, can't think of the
Well,
English.
go on with the story, it'll come back to you.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That-
Awesome, you're doing great.
Yeah.
The words came to me, breathes there a man with
Yeah,
soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, this is my own, my native land.
Something about holding the torch up or something like that, right?
Whose heart had never within him burned as home his footsteps, he hath turned from wandering on some foreign strand. If such there breathe, go mark him well. For him no minstrel rapture swell. High though his title, proud his name, boundless his wealth as pride can claim. The wretch concentrate all in self and in himself, in doubly dying shall go down to the death from which he sprung, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. It was sure good to be home. And now here's the telephone ringing.
You hear that?